Hello again, guys. It's me again, back out on the street. A bit more of a purpose to doing it out on the street this time, this video. You need to take a look at the houses that you see drifting by in the background of this video while you listen to me say my piece. Think about sort of places in which we've lived for the last 1,000 years, our houses, our shelters. Changed very little really since we came out of the caves. Very little at all. 4 walls and a roof, same basic principles, doors to get in and out, windows. Don't really serve much purpose other than the same purposes they've always served. What I find most interesting about this fact is that despite all our technological advances, all our improvements, all our knowledge that's grown in science, the way we build our houses and the buildings in which we live and work every day, it's really not changed. Not changed at all. Still building these monstrosities. Some of you might think they're pretty. I don't. It's a colossal waste of time, effort and energy these things are. Look at them. Don't provide anything for you but the 4 walls and the roof, a bit of shelter. You know, when I was a kid, I thought by the time I was grown up, the sort of estates that we lived on would be so different. Solar panels on our roofs, drive for efficiency, miniature windmills, geothermal power, localised food production, all these things. Like, we've got the technology. We've had it for years. This isn't science fiction, it's a science fact. So why are we not doing it? All the technological advances have lined the pockets of the people building these things, not the people living in them. Anybody else think that's a little bit silly? Why are we not sapping every last possible watt from the environments around us? Why are we not doing this? There's no single green solution. It needs to be mass distributed microgeneration. Every house needs to be doing it. Localised support. It's ridiculous. I have a vision of the communities and the houses of the future. Houses you live in will provide for your every need. Provide all the power via solar generation, by geothermal, micro wind turbines, potential energy of the water that falls onto your roof. There are so many ways. I'm not talking about going back to the caves, people. We can have a reasonable and responsible level of modern comfort. We just apply our technology right. These houses that you live in the future, they won't just provide for all your energy needs. They won't just keep you warm and dry. The temperature regulation itself will be done passively. No heating systems. Passive solar heating. Convection cooling. So many ways to do these things naturally. We just need to start doing it. Stop waiting for somebody else. Every house will have a greenhouse, which will purify the old wastewater that the house uses. Use that wastewater to grow the food that the people living in it need. You can even combine raising fish, aquaculture, with the growing of plants. Use the wastewater from fish culture to further extend the abilities to grow your food on site. And just think about it. If your own home provided your shelter, provided your food, provided all the water and power that you're ever going to need, what would you need to work for? Every bit of work that you did then would not just be to maintain a reasonable level of existence. Every bit of work you did would better your life in some way or another. So I have an idea. I'm crazy enough to have, or lucky enough to have found a woman crazy enough to be along with me on this. I'm going to set up a community of earthships. Homes which are sustainable within themselves, which can provide everything that their inhabitants need. Draw it straight from the world around you. This is possible. If you'd like to live in a home that provides everything you need, it's that simple, guys. Join us on lawfulbank.com, UK Transition Network on Facebook, the People's Party. You can find me at fanfarefortheconscious.blogspot.co.uk. Let's change the world. Namaste.